Welcome to JS Podcast episode 4. Today we have Marina from Sydney.
Woo! Hi guys. Hi Som, Jo. Thanks for having me.
So Marina's here with Dory and Allegra for the trio seminar at our gym yesterday. Thank you everyone for coming. It was like only one spot left, so it's almost full. It's pretty much full, really, and everyone had a great time. So thank you so much for you guys to come down and do the seminar for us. So today we're just gonna talk about you.
Are you a fighter? I've been doing this for, 10 years-ish. I started back in Brazil. And then I moved to Australia, started my career here at Superfight. Stayed there for a couple of years. Moved to Sydney. Start training. All right. So, yeah, I'm a professional fighter. I've been doing this for, 10 years-ish. I started back in Brazil. And then I moved to Australia, started my career here at Superfight. Stayed there for a couple of years. Moved to Sydney, started training at Sichuan and moved to SRG, where I am at the moment still.
Nice. How was your journey like changing gyms, and how do you feel when you do so?
Yeah, I never had massive problems changing gyms because the circumstance, I was in Brazil. So yeah, when I moved to Australia, I had to move gyms. And then I moved from Melbourne to Sydney, so I need to move again. So it wasn't really big dramas. Uh, and it was good because I could experience different styles from each gym. And also for every time I changed gyms, I felt was good for my career too, because I was I was building my style, the way I'm fighting. So it was good to move gym to improve and define better my style. Yeah.
Like, you know how in Muay Thai, even in Thailand back in the day, there's a thing called like loyalty of Muay Thai, like to
Yeah.
the gym. Like if you start with the gym, you can't move, you can't change. Like, what do you think about that?
I think really depends. Like you can stay in the same gym for years, years and years and years. If you're happy with your the environment, if you're happy with your training, with your teammates, it's a combination of things. But if one of these things not working for you anymore, or if you don't feel comfortable, or if you want to something else that the gym that you are at the moment cannot offer you, I think it's fair to change. Like people change. We are all all the time I don't know, improving things and looking for different stuff. So in my opinion, it's really if you don't feel comfortable anymore, or if you feel the gym can't offer you what you want, it's fine to move. I think we should be more flexible with these things, it's a very old fashioned thing to be so rough on this, I don't know, kind of
Mm.
things.
I was sometimes me and Som move gyms too, so we sort of understand that whole concept as well. Of course, it's hard, but sometimes just for your own growth, you have to do that. But do you think in this situation, is there a right way to move gyms? Do you think?
Oh, I think it's good to always talk and be clear about the reasons, or sometimes your expectation about that gym or moving to another gym. Be clear with your mates and your trainers, and yeah, I think everyone's free. Like you should be able to move around and experience different places to train.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, as long as you're doing the right thing, like you tell your old coach that you're
Mm,
gonna move to a new gym, I think that's okay. Not just
yeah,
move and not telling anyone. So
yeah.
yeah, I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm. So, in your fight career, talk to us about your fight career and how was your journey and what is your biggest achievements? Like, tell us about it.
Yeah, my fight career was very intense. When I started in Brazil, I had only 2 amateur fights, and then when I moved to Australia, I remember here in Melbourne, there wasn't really an amateur scene. So I remember Don was like, "If you want to keep fighting, you need to turn pro." And I was like, "Ah, okay, why not?" And then I started like fighting professional, like as soon as I moved to Australia. And I think I fought like pretty much all the girls in my division.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the way. Uh-huh.
and yeah, my biggest achievement I think was definitely the state title that I won a few years ago, the WBC. And I went a few times to Thailand, representing Australia. And yeah, I think that was the biggest achievement, WMO and the state title.
Yeah, that's when me, you, and Tiff we went
Yes.
together. That was a fun trip.
Yeah.
That's a memory that we will keep forever. Now some hard stuff to talk about.
Oh my god.
That's
That's
what
our
about our podcast.
Yeah,
What's our podcast is all
this is why
about?
we're doing. We want to
Yeah.
know the nitty-gritty stuff
Yeah.
that people don't want to talk about.
Yeah. So my question is, what's been the toughest mental battle you faced in your fight journey? And be honest. You can open to us. No one's
We're
gonna
your
know.
friends.
Nah,
My
seriously. Like, let's
toughest
share it to the audience. Yeah.
toughest mental. Oof, it's hard because like we had so much during fight camps and during our fight career, because it's such a hard thing to do, right? And it's never perfect. So during fight camps or even like when you're fighting, sometimes you're mentally not well. Like you're facing things outside of the ring. Like, I don't know, personal issues with your partner or friendship or even inside your gym. Like, I think the hardest times for me is, I think, was when I wasn't feeling really comfortable with my prep or my training somehow. And that make me feel like I wasn't ready to be there, like not confident enough to like fight. And a big struggle when you don't feel you I don't know, you able to be there.
Yeah, and was that come from the training that make you feel you're not confident, or was it come from your personal thing? Like,
I think it was a combination of things, but when you don't feel like 100% supported sometimes in some areas of your life, this can be really tough when you're preparing for a fight or even when you are like fighting in the ring.
100%. You need like that support from your friends, your family, your partner, and your friendship group, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Mm.
definitely yes.
Because like it's definitely hard. Like in our sport, we sacrifice a lot. We can't go drinking on the weekends. We don't go to birthday parties. Sometimes we miss out on social events just to make our dream come true.
Yes.
Like, is there like any advice that you can give to people listening? How do you navigate this when you go to a party, or how do you say no?
Uh, I think there is no formula. Like, if you choose to be a fighter, a professional fighter, you need to know, like, you will give up of a lot of things in your life. Like, you need to put on side, like, going party with friends, spend time with family. It's such a selfish sport. I remember Tiff Land said that in one of her interviews after fight. She said, like, yeah, it's a very selfish sport. And I couldn't agree more because, like, we are always like literally dealing with our own shit and our demons like all the time ourselves. And people can't sometimes they can't understand. You might have a partner that will never understand like why we can't like go out for dinner like 2 weeks before your flight. Well, I'm cutting weight. I can't eat anything. I can't drink anything. I need to like just rest because I have work, I have training to do. So um, some friends can't understand that, and it's really hard. Like we need to put a lot of things on side to be able to fight and like do like a fight camp, like prepare for a fight.
Yeah. So you mentioned about like 2 weeks before you're cutting weight. So is weight cutting one of the struggles you had for
Yeah,
your fighting
always
career? Yeah.
weight cut. It's always a struggle for me,
Mm.
and I don't know. I've been facing a lot of issues with weight since before Muay Thai. Like
Yeah.
I used to dance before,
Mm.
so was always a thing for me, like the self-image and like weight
Mm.
control. So Muay Thai also like triggered me a little bit with that because we need to cut too much weight in very short period of time,
Mm.
and it's like distorts like your image about yourself. So
Mm.
it's not normal to cut 8 kilos in like 1 2 weeks, right? And we do that, and we look our bodies, and we're like, oh, I can't be like this. And after fight, usually we put the weight back because that's normal, and we start to like, oh no, freaking out about our our bodies, and this is a big struggle. I think many women face this on the sport,
Mm.
and it's really hard to control. We can develop eating disorder things and stuff like that. So it's very important to be aware of these problems
Mm.
because it's really bad to our body what we do, like to cut weight. Even when you're doing with a nutritionist or like doing this right way, we still like it's not
Mm.
ideal because we cut water, like we dehydrate our bodies 2 days before the weigh-ins, and yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Like some people don't know how risky it is to cut weight, but like, you hear stories where like 16-year-olds cutting weight and they pass away from it.
Yeah.
It's a serious matter, but like people don't really understand how serious we put our body through it, and then also try to perform. Like dehydrate yourself for 2 days and then perform at your best abilities 2 days, one day later.
Yeah. Do you have dietitian? Do you have nutritionist or dietitian?
Yes, my last camps I did by myself, but I had like someone that helped me with like the meal plans and stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask a really uncommon question. I don't know if, but because you're vegan, right? Do you think that being a vegan actually make it hard to cut weight or not?
Uh,
Just for the people out there if they're vegan.
no, I don't
Mhm.
think it's different. Like
Mhm.
nowadays it's very easy to like replace like all the protein
Yeah.
sources and all these things. So it's really easy to control. Like it's not a big issue. It's just you just need someone that understands nutrition to guide you to do the right thing because you can m-
Don't get
mess
enough
with
nutrients,
and
yeah,
mess
in
up
your
with
diet.
like
Cause yeah.
the things and not get enough nutrition or like I don't know, just eat some things that will be harder to like with the weight cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
What about self-doubt? Do you have self-doubt,
Oh my
Marina?
god, all
Yeah.
the time.
Let's talk about that a little
Oh my
bit. Tell
god,
us.
I'm
Yeah.
the worst because I'm very like I don't know. I struggle a bit with my self confidence.
You're an overthinker.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am. I am very overthinker, and also like I'm very hard on myself. Like I think the last couple of years I've been more chill,
Mm.
but during my whole life I was always very hard on myself, like very perfectionist with everything. Even when sometimes I record myself hitting pads or like sparring, and I used to be like, "Oh, this is shit. This it's all shit. I hate this."
Mm.
I sometimes I couldn't even watch myself on video because I was like, "This is really bad." It was sometimes very hard to watch my fights. But the last couple of years, I've been more like I can um I can see like a lot of improvements in the last years, and I can be more gentle to myself. I've been working with my mental coach, like my psychologist, very hard on this because I need to be gentle on me, like because I've been dedicating my life the last 10 years of my life on this. So of course I have improved. Of course I have good things. I can't like be hard on just like you need to be better. You need to be better like all the time. We need to recognize when we improve and when we like after dedicate so long for this. Of course we have so many good positive things to see. So yeah, it's a big issue. I know I have a lot to work, still work on it, but yeah, it's hard to build this confidence because also as a woman, like the society is very hard on us. We never it's never enough. Everything we do, like it's never enough. We need to prove ourselves like 10 times more than a man, for example. So many guys that have no experience like jumping the ring and feel so good after, even like not giving the best performance. And sometimes we see like some girls giving like the best fights and leaving the ring feeling shit, feeling like ashamed of them because oh I didn't perform the way I predict or the way that I wish to do. And you're like, you did so amazing. We need to like build this confidence 10 times harder than men, I think.
Yeah, we're more emotional creature.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely been there. I do that a lot to myself too. But you know, when you said now when you get those negative thoughts, how do you navigate that? Like just for example, if you're in training and then you're watching a video and then you're like, oh, that's not a good video. How do you overcome that now?
First of all, like I try to like, okay, I didn't like this. This I can is something that I can fix. Like this, everything's like temporary and everything's changing. So I can't stuck in a moment or like in one frame of like a video and use this to define my whole career or my whole
Yeah.
fighting. You know?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, yeah.
So I need to like be aware of this and like, okay, maybe that was not a good day. Maybe I wasn't feeling good. Sometimes I'm feeling more weak during training. Sometimes I had my periods. I can perform like really good because I'm more tired. I'm like so many things that can make a difference when you're training. So I'm trying to remind myself like, okay, maybe that wasn't a good day. Maybe tomorrow you'll do like a pad work that you'll be amazing. But we can't like use one frame, one example, one fight that define your whole career. I feel fights that I can't watch. I hate it because I feel like, oh my god, I was so bad on this fight. But on another fights, I look at it and I'm so proud. I'm like, oh my god, this fight was so good. I had so much fun, and I prefer to look to that fight and make the picture of the fighter who I am than look to the bad ones and push myself down all the time. You know?
100%. Our thoughts and self-criticism is so like it eats away at us sometimes. And yeah, sometimes that happens, but we just have to move forward from it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that's the fight game. It's like you don't like how many fights we had now, but we still don't know what's gonna happen. Like
exactly.
getting that. I think that's the challenge. And I think also that's why we love this sport because it's challenged us so much in a way.
Yes.
So because it's so much struggles, so much stress, why do you fight?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
well, I know, like I said that in other podcasts, and people probably hear me like saying this before, but like Muay Thai literally saved my life in a very hard period of time of my life. So it was a way to like find myself, you know, like to I don't know, understand who I am. And I think the day that I start Muay Thai, I commit to the sport, and I commit to myself too. So it was a way that I found who I am, and was like a enlightening moment. And I don't know, I just feel like it's where I can be 100% me, and it's where I feel free. Like that, I know it's like sometimes 6 minutes in the ring, but it's the 6 minutes that I know I can like be 100% free and be Marina, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's why, like, it's a magical moment.
Is that because when you're fighting, like it's just you? There's no other people around. There's no pressure with outside things. Like, why do you feel it's yourself in the ring? Like, what lights you up from fighting?
Yeah, I think it's that's
Mm.
that's the main thing. It's just you. Like even you have like your teammates, your corner, like your trainers. But when you're there, it's crazy how I don't know if you guys have this feeling, but you're so immersed when you're there. Like
Mm.
I can only hear what my corner is saying, but like all the rest, I feel like I'm in a different. I don't know, like
Yeah, yeah, I'm the same. I feel the
it's pretty
same.
much like you high from drugs. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what fighting give you.
yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
you're
it's like
high on drugs.
and it's like you're in like another universe. Like you block everything out. It's just like
yeah,
you, your corner, and that's it. But it's even in your corner, it's just more like an echo like that you that's your instructions, but like
yes,
you're just there present in that moment. And I think that's like what you feel in the ring is just
yeah,
like it's just you being free from everything. There's
yeah,
nothing else
yes,
but you and the person in front of you, really.
yes.
Yeah.
And you're so like you're so vulnerable there. Like it's so crazy. Like you can put everything out at the same time. Like you are so vulnerable because someone is coming to kill you, and you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but it's just
Mm.
it's very unique
Yeah.
experience. Like and
Nothing feels like it. Yeah.
no, and you can only feel that in the ring.
Mm.
Nothing else can make you feel this the same way.
Yeah,
I
and I
guess.
think that's why we crave it, right? That's why we do it again and again and
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Well, I know you're doing a little like in Sydney with like Brazilian I'm not sure is it in Brazil or in Sydney with the
Liga?
female gym.
Brazil.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when I went to Brazil was what, 1 year? Yeah, 1 year ago I went to Brazil. And when I went there, I came with this idea to like, we should put all girls more together here. Because I feel in Australia, the girls have more, I don't know, they are more in touch with each other, you know? Like in Brazil, I feel like they still like fighting too much between, like inside the female scene. And like this is not really, you know, you can't improve and we can't make this sport better for women if we are fighting each other. So when I was there, I was with these other girls, like my friends from Brazil, some of the best fighters of Brazil. I love them too much. And we were like, yeah, let's try to make this group and promote like sparring days, things that we don't really have in Brazil. Sparring days for women, so they can spar people from different gyms and they can start to like know each other and practice with other girls and stop this fighting between gyms or like between girls from different gyms. Is actually the opposite. We want to make a big group of females, you know. And also at the same time, when we start doing these sparring days, we also open like 10, was going to be like 10 minutes, but ended up being an hour of conversation, open, like an open conversation with the group. And then the girls start to bring like very, very heavy topics. So like, for example, some girls was telling us like, oh, I start Muay Thai because I suffered domestic violence and was the way that I found to protect myself. So after we start doing like this sparring days, we realized was so much bigger, and we create this. We were trying to create more like a safe space for them to like feel safe and supported. So yeah, I think the main thing of the Liga is to not just make Muay Thai like more democratic for all females in Brazil, but also like to promote more like
Safe space for women who's in need.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also to make them feel like they can talk about their issues, and from there start to transform because like the world that we live is very cruel with women and like minorities in general. And we need to like do baby steps to start to change and make this environment welcome everyone. Like it's not just for men, it's not just for like straight woman, white woman, or black or white males, you know, like
Mm,
it's a place that sports have this power. Like it's the only the
mm,
ring or any sport, but the ring is the only place that we are exactly the same. Like we are equals, you know, like you are not better than me, and like it's a democratic place. And I think like what we want with Liga in Brazil is to make this they start to make this possible, you know, like to make Muay Thai more to everyone.
Accessible to everyone. That's great. That's awesome that you bring this to another country, and then yeah. So do you have what's your project next?
Well, now
Mm.
I'm here in Australia. I don't think I have like too much left as my in my fighting career. I want to fight like for more like I don't know this year next 1 2 years fighting. I'm 36, so
Still young. Come on.
So, what's your plans? Like, so in the next like 2 years, what's your main plans?
I want to go to Thailand like for I don't know maybe 6 years, 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
6 months to a year. Like I want to fight there. I want to stay there for a while, and then come back. And here in Sydney, like I will see how things is going to be when I come back. But yeah, I think my main goal after like finish my fighting career is dedicate myself to like especially with women, like use this like I want to keep running Liga in Brazil and also do something similar here. That's why I'm always like trying to push the girls at the gym and like try to teach as much woman that I can.
Mm.
And yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
the main thing.
Nice. Yeah.
So, in our last question in each podcast, we ask you, what do you want to leave for the next generation, and what advice would you give to the next, for the girls out there that's watching this?
Well, I want to live for them like a better place, like a better environment that when I started. And you both know, like we start pretty much with like starting the old generation and we're still fighting now. So we know how it was when we started. Like there wasn't many girls at the gym. Like the environment was really more like hard for us.
Mm,
So I want to live for them a better place,
mm,
a place that they feel like safe and they can be themselves. And the advice that I have for them is like you like do it if you want, do it with your heart, like full on. Like it's very important if you want to do this, you be 100% present, and don't let anyone like tell you to like stop or um, if you feel like doing Muay Thai, just do it. Like do what you feel. Be yourself and don't give up because someone is pushing you down.
mm,
Because we know like during the journey it's very hard. We have very low moments that with I don't know, I have so many low moments that I was like, oh maybe I should stop or maybe I should
mm,
give up with this.
mhm.
But I don't know, Muay Thai just didn't let me to
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's that your love for that our sport, and you
yeah.
just keep pushing forward.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not going to be easy, but that's the thing. Like,
Mm.
it's not supposed to be easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
It's hard, but it's worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very worth it. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much,
Thank
Marina,
you,
for spending our
guys.
time your
Having me
time with
here.
us. And yeah, hopefully we see you in Thailand if you will be
Yes.
there. Yeah. Thank Thank you. Thanks for coming to our gym for the seminar, and thank you for spending your time with our podcast.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Remember to subscribe and like our video for more guests. We've got a couple cool guests coming on for the next few, but stay tuned.
You know who they are. Bye.
Bye.